Hello guys, my name is Swerve, and recently the Season 4 full trailer was launched on YouTube, Twitter and Netflix, and Netflix actually has a few extra scenes, but nothing really to justify what they are. But throughout that trailer, something very interesting popped up, its first ever appearance, the Smilodon, also known as the saber-toothed tiger, something we've only seen in plushies before in the Jurassic universe, but never before seen as an actual cloned creature. However, that is not the only cloned creature that is not going to be a dinosaur that will appear in the new season of Camp Cretaceous Season 4. So, what else could there be?
That's new. Something tells me we shouldn't go in there.
Which means we're obviously going in there.
Come on.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another Camp Cretaceous video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today, and if you're not, I do hope it gets a lot better for you. In the meantime, if you haven't yet done so, do consider pressing that red subscribe button, as we are edging ever so close to 100,000 subscribers. I didn't think we can do it, but there is still a strong possibility now that we can hit 100,000 before December 3rd, so if you wish to help me out, do consider pressing that red subscribe button. However, for today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, is Dr. Wu working for Mantah Corp? I know. It's a bit of a weird one, let's be honest, and I'm not too sure how viable this is, but there is a decent amount of evidence to suggest this exact theory. So this isn't going to be a theory based off no logic whatsoever, and I do apologise about making the Indoraptor video because it's safe to say that's not going to happen. Come on, the Indoraptor in Camp Cretaceous, it wasn't even made in 2016. So yeah, that's my fault, I do apologise for making that video. However, again, it was just something small and interesting, and I did in all fairness say that I don't think it's going to happen. But today's video, Dr. Wu working for Mantah Corp, why do I think this is going to happen? Well, again, we have seen a Smilodon appear in Camp Cretaceous Season 4's trailer. That was totally unexpected, not many people thought that was going to happen. Nonetheless, absolutely brilliant to see. However, through that article that was also released alongside the trailer, we were told by the showrunner Scott Creamer that the Smilodon isn't going to be the only non-dinosaur creature that has been cloned by, well, I assume is Mantah Corp. So that makes us think, what other cloned creatures are there going to be? Let's take the avian and the aquatic species out of the question, so we're not going to discuss those, although I would really love a plesiosaurus. But let's talk about mammals, because the Smilodon is a mammal. We can think of the woolly mammoth, the woolly rhino, you could even do megatherium, and also paraceratherium as well, so there's loads of creatures that could even be up for grabs here to be introduced into the Jurassic canon. But out of the ones I just mentioned, what do I personally think is most likely? Well, we did actually see a lot of teasers regarding a snowy and icy biome. So, put two and two together, anything woolly, technically speaking, could appear. But something that I'm sure that 90% of the population of Earth knows about is the woolly mammoth. So realistically, if they were to go with the woolly rhino or the woolly mammoth, or even the woolly giant sloth, although that would be great, I think they'll go with the woolly mammoth instead. So when we think back to the woolly mammoth and the creature, has it ever been mentioned in Jurassic canon? It has indeed, and has been mentioned in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Cast your minds back to September 18th, 2020, the first day that Camp Cretaceous launches, and we get Season 1 and all of its 8 episodes as well. Now go to Episode 2, the episode where we are first introduced with Bumpy, and Ben imprints on Bumpy and Brooklyn discovers some secrets regarding the Indominus Rex and also the Scorpius Rex. Brooklyn had this wild idea to try and film Dr. Wu and, try and get a bit of information out of Dr. Wu by saying how great of a scientist he is and hope that Masrani doesn't take all the credit for it. Whilst that video was going on, Sammy, being herself, I wouldn't really say being herself, maybe working for Mantah Corp, was running across the lab saying, "Oh, what's that, oh, an eyeball." And a very short, interesting scene that has been discussed before in my videos came about. Whilst Sammy was going across the lab asking what everything is, she asked, "Oh, what's that?" and comes across a tray of what seems to be some bones. And Dr. Wu says,
What's that?
Siberian mammoth remains, extracted for...
well, hopefully exactly what you've just seen there. Siberian mammoth remains, extracted for, and then he was cut off. So we don't get any information regarding why the Siberian mammoth remains were extracted. Now obviously we know what Siberia is, it's absolutely freezing there, and I'm pretty sure it would have been freezing years ago as well. So extracting some woolly mammoth remains wouldn't have been too difficult in that area. However, making the woolly mammoth live in a tropical climate in Isla Sorna or Isla Nublar one of which doesn't really seem too logical in my opinion. So what's the best way to do it? Well, the best way is probably to build a hologram on another island and make sure that hologram projects some sort of icy temperature for the woolly mammoth to sustain its life, which is what we saw in Camp Cretaceous Season 4. So getting right to the point, did Dr. Wu work for Mantah Corp? Well, we know that the Smilodon is appearing in Camp Cretaceous Season 4, and we have confirmation it is not, hopefully, the only mammal to appear in Camp Cretaceous Season 4 as well, which suggests with all of the icy biomes we saw throughout the trailer that the other potential mammal that could be cloned in this series is something that's going to be woolly and could even survive the cold climates. Earlier on in Season 1, we were confirmed that Dr. Wu extracted some Siberian mammoth remains, and he was going to explain what for, but he was suspiciously cut off. So what if he actually extracted those to say that he started a new project on another island? I'm not too sure if that's going to be anything NDA worthy for Dr. Wu, but what if he was actually going to say that because he knew about this third island with dinosaurs now, and he knew about Mantah Corp and he was working with Mantah Corp? There are also many theories when Eddie was saying that Dr. Wu and the other guys were creating monsters and pointed towards the eggs. There were other theories that he was working for Mantah Corp during this time and Eddie was actually aware, and yet again he said it doesn't matter. We were not told about Mantah Corp and we were not told if Dr. Wu was working for Mantah Corp. But when you start to put 2 and 2 together, you start to realise the Smilodon's appearing, we know there's going to be more mammals, and we know that Dr. Wu had Siberian mammoth remains. So logically speaking, put them all together, it's safe to say and theorise that maybe Dr. Wu was making those mammoth remains for Mantah Corp, who maybe was making those mammoth remains and making those mammoths for Biosyn, and then Biosyn was trying to steal it from InGen. Loads of different secrets and crazy stuff going to happen, obviously. But it is interesting to think about. We have all of this information surrounding some sort of new mammal, and I'm pretty sure that might actually be the confirmation we need to say that Dr. Wu is aware of Mantah Corp and was working for Mantah Corp, as many people do suspect. I don't know, maybe I might be rambling on here and there's no logical evidence, but for me personally, adding all of this information together, it seems highly probable that maybe Dr. Wu might actually be working for Mantah Corp, something I didn't really expect that to happen. Now again, Camp Cretaceous is in the year of 2016, so clearly something does happen behind the scenes between 2016 and 2018 when Dr. Wu starts working for Eli Mills, although it was confirmed he was working for Mills during 2016 when he returns back to the island, so maybe he's kind of working for one company and working for one person. Either way, logically speaking, I think this is highly probable and there is a chance of Dr. Wu working for Mantah Corp because of this new bit of information that we got regarding Camp Cretaceous Season 4. If you think the same, do let me know in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed, do consider pressing that like button and subscribing if you are new. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.